Hello, everybody. Today's episode and today's director is Rotarian Keshav Tamhankar. He's a district director for Green Society Project, Rotary Year 23 and 24. Rotarian Keshav is an MTech in mechanical engineering from the IIT Mumbai, and he has been associated with the automotive industry in India and abroad for the last 40 years. He was the CEO of Domestic Engineering Business Unit and the Tata Autocom Systems and has been India Director in Magna Steyr and worked at Boeing in Seattle and Ford Motor Company in Detroit. He has founded Spectratech, a global sourcing company pertaining to engineering products and services out of India, and they have customers in USA, Austria, and Germany. About his Rotary journey, he joined the Rotary Club of Pune Gandhi Bhavan in 2004, and he has been the president in 16-17. A notable project that he did during his tenure as president was that he set up a vocational training center for rural students at the Jnana Prabodhini School at Salumre village in Mawar. Multiple district posts, most notably being Rotary Green Factory, organized by R.C. Gandhi Bhavan in 21-22. And this project was खूप छान इंडस्ट्रीने ऍक्सेप्ट केलं आणि अप्रिशिएट केलं आणि हा स्कोप मोठा होत चाललाय आता. His better half, Dr. Shubhada, is a professor and HOD in Symbiosis College of Arts and Commerce, and his children, Apurva and Nikhil, work in the US. Welcome to this episode, Rotarian Keshav Tamhankar. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you. First of all, let me thank you and Madhur for inviting me for this interview. I think this
pleasure.
is a great initiative and on the GML team side, because we have been reading GML in the printed form. I think this is the first time probably we are going into the audio video type of GML. So
yes,
that's great.
With the new modifications also on the app, it is indeed wonderful. So please tell us about Green Society Initiative and how Rotary plans to implement it.
Okay. So typically, I think everybody in Rotary knows that this environment area was introduced in 2020 in Rotary. The idea, they call it as a supporting environment. So that was the focus area, which is a 7th focus area. Now, why this was introduced is there is a reason, because everybody now facing issues in climate change and temperatures, pattern change, and all those things are happening. And then obviously Rotary has realized that this is the area where they should Rotary get into. And that's the reason this was introduced in 2020. Now, this project was basically is to encourage or motivate the housing societies to implement certain green measures. Now, why housing societies? Basically that most of us, so most of the Rotarians and most of the urban population lives in housing societies. Now, Rotary is traditionally being doing a lot of work in rural areas in terms of all other areas. But I think the urban, there is a limited work so far has been done. And then that is one of the reasons why this project has been picked, to connect to the urban population also. If you know, this is a district thrust area project for Rotary year 23-24. And our DG is very closely associated with this project. Now, there is an environment avenue in Rotary. Our friend Santosh Pardeshi is leading it. So typically, what is the difference? I mean, I have been asking, a lot of people are asking these questions. So environment avenue typically works on various aspects like energy, water, plantation. So they pick the verticals, saying that, okay, water conservation is vertical, and they work in that. Now, Green Society typically works in a horizontal way. So what we say is that we pick a group of beneficiary or group of audience, and we go across horizontally. It means that if you pick a housing society, we will see that they work in energy also, they work in water, they work in waste and all this. So verticals, if you see, they are all waste, water and energy and all. Whereas green society works on a horizontal. We see that all work, they do work in all areas rather than only doing work in one area.
Right. So you
So that's
integrate
a
all of
little
it.
difference. Yeah. So that is little difference in how this is positions. Yeah. Now, the basic objective of this is to encourage societies to implement this, and by doing that, society will be benefited. So they should be knowing this, how they could get benefits out of this. For example, there will be reduced consumption cost, and which will reflect directly into the maintenance cost of the people. And there is a scarcity of all these resources. Today, I am seeing in Kothur area, after so many years, we are seeing the tankers. Now, this was not the case for Kothur. So this issue is getting very close to the all citizens. And then I think there is a need to act this. And this project is not for Rotary doing for somebody else. This is project is for everybody. I mean, it's for me. It was all Rotarians, for non-Rotarians. So everybody is will get benefited out of this. So that is the idea of this project. So, and by doing that, we will create a long-term sustainability initiatives by which we keep on doing work on years and years. That's the idea of this.
Right. So my question to you is, do you target or do you address societies which do not have anything in place? Because most societies today have something जे बिल्डरनीच दिलेला आहे त्यांना garbage collection किंवा plantation or sewage treatment. So तुम्ही अशा सोसायटीज घेता ज्यांच्याकडे काही नाहीये का तुम्ही सगळे सोसायटीजना ऍड्रेस करता?
So let me tell you what is the methodology or process of this project. See, we want to conduct this project in 4 stages. The first stage is awareness. So we are just creating the awareness among the societies, saying that what they can do it in the various green verticals. So for example, we have started with 4 key areas in the green. For example, it could be energy conservation, water conservation, waste management, and green cover. So these are the 4 areas we selected this year. And this awareness session we are conducting in various locations, geographically location within this our district 3131, where we are inviting societies and we are bringing also the consultant or expert in these each areas. And there will be a presentation by these consultants and also there is a one-to-one interaction with the society members. In addition, so these awareness sessions, we are planning at various locations right now. The 3 awareness sessions have been planned. Now, why, as you are coming back to your questions, we are not saying that societies, the first preference is to societies who wants to do work in green areas. That's the first thing. So if some society has already have everything, we will be very happy to invite them to present their case study actually. But we wanted to bring all remaining societies who have done, say, for example, only energy work, but not in water. So we want those societies to take the next step to go to the water. Some society might have done work in the 2 areas, so we want them to take a waste related activity. If already you have energy, water, and waste in place, we want them to increase the plantation. So it could be 1 to 2, 2 to 3, or 3 to 4 areas where society should get into.
Okay.
So that's the idea.
Right. So, I mean, do you take a survey first? तुम्ही सोसायटीमध्ये जाऊन विचारलं आहे का आपल्या रोटेरियन्सनीच सर्वे करून तुम्हाला सोसायटीचं नाव सांगितलंय?
Okay, so the first session is we are reaching different ways to the societies right now. We have a partner called Pune District Federation of Societies and Apartments. So through which we have reached almost 6,000 societies. So all our information in terms of what this project is and all those things, we are reaching them. And it's not only once, because we are releasing a newsletter also in terms of where this project is, a monthly newsletter. So through which we are sending all this monthly newsletter and all the information with them. So we are directly reaching to 6,000 plus societies. Plus, we are also whichever the area we take this awareness session. Say, for example, we'll be taking in Talegaon, for example. So the clubs in Talegaon, they are coming forward and through which we are reaching societies. So we are not saying that. So it's a more of our member societies, or it's all the connections we are using it. So it is both way, the direct connection as well as through the digital way we are reaching this society, right?
So how many societies have you done so far?
See, let me come back before your questions. I just wanted to see how the project will run forward. I'm saying the first is awareness session. Second thing, what we are doing is that society should not only become aware and they don't do anything, but they will have their own questions. So what we are saying, what we are doing is we are bringing the service provider to these sessions. So there will be suppliers on renewable energy, there will be suppliers on water, and then there will be a consultant on plantation or so they are displaying their products, they are displaying their services. So there will be small exhibitions next to our awareness session venue. So there will be interaction also. So this is a stage of facilitation. So we want them to talk each other. Maybe they ask for quotation, they get some more details from them, and then decide how to take it forward. So this is a second stage, which is also parallelly happening. The third is an assessment. So we are created an assessment for the societies. The idea of the assessment is to establish where they are today. So it's a base level, setting up a base level. And then we are going back in the, say, month of March or April, and we see what they have done it from today till March, for example. So there will be two assessment, which is a base level assessment, and there is a final assessment. And after that, based on this assessment, we will identify which are the societies who have done a good work. And then there will be a fourth stage, what we call is the appreciation phase stage, where we will be conducting a award program for the societies. So this will go into 4 stages. So we are now we are into third stage per se. Assessment has started in some of the clubs and all. So that is where we stand right. And in coming back to your question is, we have, I will give you some more data on this. We have conducted 3 workshops so far, one in Kothur, one in Talegaon, and one in Pimpri. So almost 350 societies put together have attended this. So there is a direct connection with the 350 societies. As I said, we are reached to 6,000 plus societies in terms of information. Then we had 50 clubs of this district who have confirmed their participation. So now we are working with these 50 clubs to see that how the project goes to the next step. There are direct 120, 130 societies who have given their consent in terms of participation right now. But that is without any hour sessions. So now after the session, we are getting more and more response. More and more societies are coming. So our target typically is to include around 250 plus societies for this year. And we want them to do some work. That is the whole idea of this.
Yeah, wonderful. Great target and very well planned, strategized also. Great. So you are implementing all these initiatives. So if some society wants to come forth and say that, we want to implement this, तर क्लबनी अप्रोच करायला पाहिजे का सोसायटी तुम्हाला डायरेक्ट अप्रोच करता का इज इट थ्रू सम क्लब व्हाट इज द प्रोसेस
हां करेक्ट आम्ही क्लबना असं सांगतोय की बेसिकली तुमचे जे मेंबर्स आहेत मोस्ट ऑफ द क्लब मेंबर्स आर लिव्हिंग इन सोसायटीज सो वी वांट वी हैव डायरेक्ट कनेक्शन so what we are trying to say that we are encouraging club members to identify society out of their member. That's the first thing they should do. कारण तिथं आपलं कनेक्शन ऑलरेडी आहे. सी देर आर सर्टन बेनिफिट्स वाय क्लब शुड नो बेनिफिट्स असे आहेत की तुम्ही एकदा सोसायटीशी एंगेज झालात की पहिल्यांदा तुम्ही त्या सोसायटीचे असेसमेंट करा. फर्स्ट थिंग यू ब्रीफ देम इन द प्रोजेक्ट, देन डू द असेसमेंट and you keep talking to them in terms of whether they are stuck for some work or there are some issues in terms of doing some green initiatives and all. That case mode, there is an opportunity for club to market themselves. In a sense, यू गेट एंगेज, तुम्ही एक बॉन्डिंग तयार करा आणि त्याच्यामध्ये मग तुम्हाला यू कॅन लुक फॉर अ मोर मेंबरशिप्स, यू कॅन लुक फॉर अ मोर सपोर्ट फॉर द प्रोजेक्ट. सो हे ऍडिशनल बेनिफिट्स आहेत. सो वी आर pushing clubs to do some take first steps. At the same time, we are also, as I said, we are reached to a broader base of societies. Societies are also started now calling us, saying that, okay, we have attended your sessions, we came to know your project, and we want to be part of that. So then, based on the geographical area, we are connecting them to our clubs also. So it's happening in the both.
Wonderful. It's a win-win situation then.
Yeah.
Lovely. Well, Rotarian Keshav Tamhankar, thank you आमच्याशी बोलल्याबद्दल. It was wonderful talking to you, and here's looking forward to more and more sustainable and green societies in our district.
Sure. Thank you very much. And my sincere request to clubs that basically you get into this, try to understand this project, and it's very doable because all of us are living in societies. And once you get into that, and once you become active here, you will enjoy this project more and more. And it's very easy. And there are CPI points for
Yes,
clubs participating this, and then of course there are several things our DG has planned. So if they need a more information, they can contact any of us, myself or any of our team members.
Sure. Right.
So again, thank you very much for.
Thank you. Implementing green initiatives in societies is crucial for fostering environmental sustainability and addressing pressing issues such as climate change and resource depletion. All this work starts at home, starts small with one small step.
Sure.
मला थोडंसं तुमच्या पुढच्या प्लॅन बद्दल सांगता का? आणि तुम्ही एक एक्सपो पण प्लॅन करताय असं मी ऐकलंय, तर थोडंसं त्याच्याबद्दल माहिती द्या प्लीज.
या कार्यक्रमांमध्ये अवेअरनेस सेशन मध्ये आम्हाला असा फीडबॅक मिळाला की सगळे सप्लायर आम्हाला मिळत नाहीत. काही सप्लायर एका ठिकाणी येतात, ते परत पुढच्या ठिकाणी येत नाहीत, दुसऱ्या लोकेशनला येतात. सो आम्ही म्हणून ग्रीन एक्सपो करायचं ठरवलंय. तो एका अंडर सिंगल रूफ आम्ही सगळे सप्लायर एकत्र आणणार आहोत. म्हणजे जे कोणी सोसायटी किंवा कुठलेही सिटीजन ज्याला व्हिजिट करतील त्यांना सगळे सप्लायर ऍट अ टाइम मिळतील. आणि त्याचबरोबर आम्ही एनजीओजना पण तिथं सगळ्या बोलवलंय. म्हणजे फॉर एक्झाम्पल स्वच्छ एक एनजीओ आहे की जी आज कचऱ्याचं काम करते. तशा अशा बऱ्याच एनजीओ आहेत की ई वेस्ट मध्ये काम करणार. तर त्यांना आम्ही तिथं एक टेबल देणार आहे की सो दॅट तिथल्या येणाऱ्या लोकांना कळेल की त्या सर्व्हिसेससाठी कुठल्या एनजीओ कडे जायचं. आणि दोन गोष्टी अजून ऍडिशनल आम्ही करतोय की एक तर आपल्या रोटरीच्या इंटरॅक्ट कॉम्पिटिशन घेतोय आम्ही, आणि तशी रोटरॅक्टची कॉम्पिटिशन घेतोय. तर इंटरॅक्ट कॉम्पिटिशन मध्ये आम्ही सांगतोय की तुम्ही तुमचे 7वी ते 9वी ही जे इयत्तातली जी मुलं आहेत त्यांना तुम्ही एक एन्व्हायरमेंट रिलेटेड मॉडेल करायला सांगा. ते वर्किंग मॉडेल असेल किंवा जस्ट मॉडेल असेल. त्याच्यामुळे काय होईल तर हे सगळे इंटरॅक्टचे स्टुडंट्स एन्व्हायरमेंटचा जरा अभ्यास करतील, काय करायचं असं कळेल आणि त्यांना लक्षात येईल. आणि हे मॉडेल आम्ही त्यातले सिलेक्ट मॉडेल आम्ही तिथं डिस्प्ले करणार आहोत एक्सपो. तसंच आम्ही रोटरॅक्टच्या लोकांना सांगतोय की तुम्ही एक 3 मिनिटाची शॉर्ट फिल्म करा. मग त्यामध्ये तुम्ही मेसेज द्या किंवा तुम्ही फॅक्ट्स दाखवा किंवा तुम्ही काही सोल्युशन दाखवा, असं काहीतरी करा. तर 3 मिनिटाचे मोबाईलवर तुम्ही करा, म्हणजे त्याला काही फार खर्च येणार नाही. ते मोबाईलवरची तुम्ही शॉर्ट फिल्म करा. तर तिथं आम्ही शॉर्ट फिल्म दाखवणार आहे सिलेक्ट. आणि ह्या दोन्ही लोकांना म्हणजे इंटरॅक्टचे जे टॉप मॉडेल्स असतील आणि रोटरॅक्टचे जे टॉप फिल्म्स असतील, आम्ही जो आमचा एप्रिलचा अवॉर्ड प्रोग्राम आहे त्याच्यामध्ये आम्ही त्यांना बक्षिसं देणार. ह्याबरोबर अजून एक थोडंसं मला ऍड करून दे की आम्ही हे जे हाऊसिंग सोसायटीसाठी करतोय तसंच आम्ही आता MSME साठी करणार आहोत. जे मीडियम अँड स्मॉल स्केल जे इंडस्ट्रीज आहेत की ज्यांना काही एनकरेजमेंट नाहीये त्या ग्रीन ऍक्टिव्हिटी करायला, तर त्यांच्यासाठी आम्ही करणार आहे. आमचा पहिला सेशन हा आता या डिसेंबरमध्ये आहे. सो डिसेंबर, जानेवारी, फेब्रुवारी किंवा 3-4 महिन्यामध्ये पुढच्या आम्ही असे MSME साठी जे 3-4 सेशन आणि हाऊसिंग सोसायटीचे जे लोकेशन राहिलेत पनवेल सारखे किंवा इतर ठिकाणी तिथे 3-4 सेशन, असा टोटल आमचा प्लॅन आहे. एप्रिलच्या आधी, म्हणजे एप्रिलला आमचा अवॉर्ड प्रोग्राम आहे त्याच्यात.
Wonderful, wonderful, great events coming up now today. Wonderful.
Yes.